Well, good morning, my love bugs. How are you today? Actually, it's almost afternoon. And as you know, whenever I come on live, I'm going to be short and sweet, especially because Young and Restless is coming on shortly. So I'm going to go through my little list. I had to write down all the little things that I wanted to pop out to you guys. So I wanted to talk about stress today. And as you can see, I put up a couple of posts about stress today. So I wanted to talk about some of the things that cause stress. So I wrote down a list of things that cause stress. And, just think about if any of these things are relevant in your life. So could be change in responsibilities at work. Maybe your boss is piling more work on you. They're always doing that anyway. And even if you're capable, even if you've been there for a period of time, sometimes it does add more stress on to you. And also, if they're not paying you any extra money, which normally they're not, you're doing three jobs, you're only getting paid for half of one, that does put a lot of stress on the body because really you want to address the situation, but at the same time, you're trying to keep a job. So maybe you just grin and bear it. So changes in responsibility and work is one. Your child leaving home, maybe they are out of the nest altogether, or maybe they're going to college. That can cause stress. That didn't really cause me stress. I was actually happy, but that's just me. And y'all know I love my baby. However, holidays cause a lot of stress. I guess stress for the person who is, maybe going to cook the meal. You got to pay for all the stuff. You're going to have all those people at your house and all that. You got to clean and, buy, decorations and all that stuff. Whatever you people do, I don't entertain at my house, so I don't have that problem. But I guess that is stress. And then, if you have, people in your family that are no longer with us, or if you have a spouse that passed away or something like that, or a parent, sometimes the holidays can be, a little lonely and depressive. So that causes stress on the body as well. Getting laid off from your job certainly will cause stress because now you're trying to figure out how are you going to manage, what are you going to do for money and your livelihood. You have to come up with a plan. So certainly a layoff, or even if you are retiring, that is a certain amount of stress because even though you're excited, you're not really sure if you're going to have enough money to do all the things that you're used to doing. And, you have to be on a budget. And then will I have to get another job? Am I going to have to supplement my income? Am I going to have medical benefits? Will I be able to travel? All those things come to mind. Here's a good one. Being caught in traffic. Yes, that certainly seems to stress a lot of people out because a lot of incidents happen when people get stuck in traffic. I try very hard not to be one of those persons, but occasionally, even me, as calm and sweet as I am, sometimes I do get a little frustrated when I'm caught in traffic. Now, here's one for me. This is so ridiculous, but I don't know if I get stressed, but I do get frustrated if it's a lot of people in line. If I'm in the store and it's more than four people in line, I'm frustrated. I'm ready to go. I'll be like hyperventilating, oh my God, I'll just put it back. I'll come back later. If I drive it to the parking lot, it's too many cars, I'm ready to go. Like I get frustrated with lines, but I'm very patient with things that are very intricate. So I don't know. That's a weird thing with me. But anyway, I'm off the topic. Let me get back in. Family problems cause stress. Obviously, brothers, sister, mother, father, aunts, uncles, those shenanigans that causes stress on the body. An overloaded schedule. A lot of us take on more things than we should. I guess, in your mind, you feel like you can do it all, and maybe you can, but you need to have a certain amount of balance in your life. And so then when you're out of balance, that causes stress and stress on the body. Trying to excessively clean. That's a big one. If you have time to do it, that's one thing. If you don't have time and you're just forcing yourself to make everything look pretty as a picture every day, no matter how tired you are when you come home, that's putting stress on your body. My motto is, look here, it'll be there tomorrow. I'll get it then. Right now, I've been at work. I'm relaxing, okay? And I'm good. Because who am I trying to impress? Nobody. Or I don't care. It's all about me right now. I'm chilling. So maybe you can adopt that. Let's see. The death of a close friend, certainly that can do it. Especially, if you're of the younger age, if one of your friends, I know my best friend died last year, and I was just like, wow, that really I don't know, maybe it puts you in touch with your own mortality. I'm not really sure. And so I don't know if it caused stress, but it did something. So, and then divorce, obviously, if you're getting a divorce, there's a lot of stress that goes on, whether it's, dealing with the children, dividing property, and then, of course, just dissolving a union. So that puts stress on you. A marriage also puts stress on you, and or getting married puts stress on you, with the planning and the shenanigans that all go with that. So all these stresses coming in, right, leads to poor health, such as high blood pressure, low immune system. And if your immune system is already low, if your immune system is low and your diet is poor, then that leads into other diseases, like cancers and abnormal cells and things like that. Anger, frustration, and then that leads to loss of self-esteem. It makes your self-esteem lower. So, what are some things that we can do to alleviate stress? One thing that I like to do, even though people tease me all the time about how serious I am, I love to laugh. So I'll just watch something funny, something that makes me laugh, a Martin episode or something like that. It's amazing what 30 minutes of something comical can do to enhance your life. Listen to some upbeat music. Music is a mood regulator. So whatever mood you're in, you listen to music that, complements that mood. So if you're feeling sad, don't listen to sad music. Listen to happy music. It will boost your mood a little bit. Anyway, take a walk. Sometimes you could just get outside in the elements, walk around for, 15, 20 minutes, 30 minutes, check out the scenery, get a chance to let your mind, just chill. That does a lot for you. And another thing, get enough sleep. I get my rest. I ain't gonna lie. I get my, 8 to 12 hours. And, I get up really early in the morning. But whenever I'm tired, I go to sleep. I don't care what people think about it. If I'm sleepy, I go to sleep. So, another thing you can do, meditate. And it's not anything, deep. It's just closing your eyes, breathing in deeply, quieting everything that's going on in your mind and just focusing on your breath and allowing your thoughts to just be released, to give you space in your spirit so that you can just, as they say, woosah. And another thing, of course, as you know, I'm a massage therapist. How am I going to tell you not to get a massage? Of course, you're going to get a massage. I like to tell people two things. Number one, most people don't know that they need a massage until after they get a massage. And then after you get a massage, you're like, oh my God, I didn't know that I was carrying so much stress. It feels like you lose about 40 pounds of stress off your shoulders. And so it's just the best thing ever. And now I forgot what my number 2 point was. There's 2 reasons why I always tell, the other thing is scheduling a massage. A lot of people are like, well, I'm planning to get to it, but they never do. Here's what you have to do. You have to schedule the massage and schedule everything else around it. Because if you wait until you have time, you're never going to have time. You're always going to find some reason why not to get it or why you can't get it. So you just say, hey, listen, whatever, May the 3rd, I'm getting a massage, and then everything else is just going to float around it. And in the event that something important comes up and I have to cancel my massage, then I'll just move it to a different day. It's really not that hard. So those are the things that I wanted to talk about stress. Okay, we have control over how we deal with stress. And so, you're going to have thoughts that bombard you constantly each and every day. You're going to have negative, positive, but it's up to you what you accept. Okay, you can reject the negative thoughts. And now they're going to come and you say, excuse me, you weren't invited to the party. I reject negativity and I only accept positive thoughts. And you just think on those things and that will boost your positive feelings and you'll feel much better. You won't be low. You'll be high. You'll be like, hey, you'll be Susie Sunshine just like me. So those are the things that I want to talk about stress. So I hope to communicate with you guys a little bit more about it. And maybe the next time you see me, I'll be getting rid of this silver halo that I have right here because it's getting on my nerves. So I don't know who's out there. I see one eye looking. Hello to you. I'm done. If you have something you'd like to say, you can go ahead and add a comment. Other than that, I will see you guys on my next video. I'm not sure what I'm going to talk about, but I'm sure it'll be something interesting. So see you on the other side.